Welcome to another episode of the Lap Bar Lounge, your spot for some casual theme park talk. In this episode, we're continuing our Memorial Day weekend trip with our day two, I guess, day two park.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Bryant.
And I am Ciara, your host with the most.
And if this is your first time listening, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. Give us a rating, review. Well, I guess you would have to listen to it first and then give us a little review. Comment if you're on social media. We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube's.
That's right.
And so this episode, I wanted to talk about our second day in Orlando. We actually went to Epic Universe. We took a little detour from Disney.
Yeah.
And we went to Epic, which is our second time at Epic, actually. We, the first time we went, it was a nice experience. So I guess like now we had a nice plan going into Epic Universe.
I agree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought you said going into Epic Universe, and I was like, all right, go on.
We prioritized the stuff we didn't get to do last time, which was Stardust Racers because it was closed last time we went, and also which I pronounced it wrong when we were in our earlier episodes, but the Cirque Our Canoe from
Cirque du Soleil.
yeah, from the Fantastic Beasts, the Wizarding World section, because I look at it and it looks like Arcanus to me, but I guess it's French and I don't really know French, so
You don't know French at all.
yeah, I don't. That's why I did.
Well,
That's why I pronounced it
I don't
wrong.
really know French, so I was like, all right, well,
So I
that's what somebody would
pronounced
say
it
if they knew a
wrong.
little bit of French, but like not really.
But yeah, so we went in Epic Universe. Hot, by the way. There's no shade in Epic. Can I, like?
No shade, Epic, but there's no shade.
You guys need shade. They have these cooling sections.
But
Yeah.
it was just like giant fans that were blowing hot air.
Yeah.
Because the air that it was blowing was the hot air from the air.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. I guess I should probably talk about what Epic Universe is for the people. I mean, I assume people listening to this podcast already know Epic Universe. But
I would describe it as I would describe it to a person who has been to the other Universal parks and not to Epic. I would describe it as that feeling you get when you step into like the Harry Potter section in Universal and you're fully immersed into like that world. That but like 4 different worlds.
right.
Yeah.
It was
But just
pretty-
for the people who know about Universal, right, and specifically the Harry Potter section is like very detailed. It's like that, but like all around.
Yeah. This time we, instead of going to what everyone, I think most people do and go to the Battle of the Ministry or ride first, we decided, because we've already experienced it, let's go to one of their worlds, which is the How to Train Your Dragon world, or Isle of Berk, they call it. And we got to do Hiccup's, what was it, wing gliders, I think the ride is called.
That ride's great.
Yeah, I like that ride. I really like that ride. And it was like no wait. We got in and we got right onto the ride.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. It's like a good amount of thrill, but it's not too crazy, right? It's a fast ride. We're not doing anything like, it wasn't like Stardust Racers.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But yeah, I think it's a fun ride.
You know, we started with that one, and I feel like that was good. The day was going well. I think it went downhill at one point.
Well, we went to do Stardust Racers like right after that, which I always saw it because when I monitored the wait times for it, like in the previous days, just to kind of get an idea, since we never did it, the wait times are always like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe max. And I'm always like, isn't this a really popular ride? Or I always talk about people, I always hear about people talking about it being a great ride. right? So I'm like, oh, I'm surprised the wait times are like nothing. But when we experienced it, I kind of realize now, I think the wait times are like that because it's a pretty
It's intense. Yeah.
pretty intense
Oh my
ride.
God.
We went in blind.
Right.
I didn't see any ride POVs or anything. I didn't read. The only thing I heard about the ride was basically like, people talk great things about it whenever I hear about it. Kind of like how people talk great things about the Velocicoaster. But now, like, I feel like I learned my lesson now because the people that talk about
those people are crazy. Those people are thrill seekers. They're looking for that adrenaline rush, and kudos to them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like I'm a thrill seeker.
Right. See, so I think that's the problem.
Right. You're like on the wrong side of the internet
Right,
when you're seeing these things.
I'm listening to the people talk about like, oh, the Velocicoaster is the greatest roller coaster.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a great coaster. Like, I'll give it its props. It's very thrilling, right? And it's a long ride, so I feel like you get your like time's worth, right? Like the wait is worth it, because it is an intense ride and it's great. Although our experience with the Velocicoaster, which is funny because it's the same experience we had with Stardust Racers, is that we got the back of the ride.
Yeah.
We got the very last cart. And from what I heard, right, the front of the ride, you get the most G-forces because all the when you're going, right, you're getting all the push basically, because you're in the front, so you feel the G-forces more when you're in the front. But when you're in the back, you're getting all like the whipping of the ride, so it's like more intense is what I hear. So the very last car is like the most intense So when we rode the Velocicoaster, I know this is kind of we're tangenting away, but we rode the very back of them. No, we didn't. We rode the very front.
Yeah.
It was your sister and cousin who were in the
yeah.
back, and we saw them. So we had a very different experience because when we were in the front, we felt the G-force, but when we got to the unload station, we watched your cousin vomit off the side of the roller coaster. So they had it really intense.
It's actually funny. I've never seen someone throw up on like a ride before, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like to be on the back ride, like to be on the front of the ride that went after them, and they're on the back,
right?
And like to see her like go off to the side and bleh, it was like we're like, oh my god, she's throwing up. Like that was funny.
So I'm sorry. So yeah, I mixed up our experience. Yeah, we sat in the front.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to say was when we went into Epic this time, we rode Hiccup's Wing Gliders. We got the very back of that ride,
and that was great.
Yeah, it was great. And then we went to Stardust. We got the very back of that one, and like I said, we went in blind, no idea. The line split into yellow and green. I just went to green. I was just like, oh, I'll pick one, whatever. We went to green, and apparently, or did we go to yellow?
We went to a bad one.
Whichever one is the more intense one, which I think is yellow, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I cannot
or was it
remember.
Green? Now I have to look it up.
Yeah, well, regardless, we went to the color that was like more intense, and then we sat in the very back, and it was not what I was expecting, right?
Yeah.
Like in the beginning.
Green. We went to green.
Okay, good. In the beginning, I was like, woo! Like I was having a grand old time. And then at some point, I kept feeling my body like lifting. And first of all, don't be scared. Click me in. If it could do one or two more pushes, do it. I want you to lock me in. I don't need like space. I don't need room. I don't need to breathe. I want to be held in because I'm scared. But I felt like we could have done one or two more clicks, and there was just like a lot going on. Like I kept lifting out of my seat. So it was like the overhead bars, right?
Yeah, it was not the lab bar. It was
Yeah, it's the one that goes over and you hold on. So the whole time, I'm praying. Please, God, I promise I won't ever complain about anything. Just get me off this ride the whole time, because and I was holding it down, thinking like that would save me if the thing decided to go click open. But I was terrified the entire ride.
Yeah, it was. So I'll read this description real quick. It says the green side is generally considered more intense, featuring a 0G barrel roll at the top of the hill, while the yellow side is slightly more mellow but offers incredible airtime and views. So we got on the line. I didn't know which was which, right? I just saw on the floor, it was like, oh, this line for green, this side for yellow. I just picked green because, like, whatever. And then when we were in the line, I noticed, oh, no one's in the yellow line. Everyone's lined up for green. I guess because these people are here for a thrill, right? I was just like, I want to ride this coaster. We get in the coaster, we're in the very back, whatever. We launch, right? And I'm like, whoa, this is intense. Like, it felt...
I wanted to get off immediately.
It felt great. Because I was like, woo, right? Because if I remember correctly, there's like a double launch. It does like an initial launch, which I was like, whoa, right? And then it does like a second one that speeds you up more. And I was like, whoa. You know, I'm still enjoying myself. Whoa, right? And I definitely like felt the intensity. I'm like, oh man, like this is getting crazy. And at some point in the ride, because usually you're the type of rider who's like screaming the whole time, because even if it's scary, right? Like if we're on like Tower of Terror, you're usually like, you're screaming the whole time. But at some point, I'm like,
stressed.
It's quiet. Like next to me, it's like, I don't hear anything next to me. And I'm still going like, whoa, because I'm like, this is crazy.
I heard your woes, and they were really loud, and I was trying to pray, okay? Please, I just want to get off. Like at one point, I was closing my eyes because I'm like, I think that might help, but I could feel like it more, right? If you can't see it.
Oh man!
Oh my god! It was so bad.
At some point, I'm like, Sarah's being really quiet. Like, I'm like, she's probably like, this is too much for her.
Yeah, that was one of the most intense rides I've ever been on in my life, and like, I think that was worse than the Velocicoaster for me.
Oh, okay.
But also I don't know. Was it like the same kind of seating in the Velocicoaster? I can't remember.
No, the Velocicoaster has they use the lap bars, so it's not the overhead ones. And I feel like I don't know. It definitely feels like a different kind of ride.
Do we go? But we go upside down in the Velocicoaster, right?
Yeah, you do. I think you go upside down in the.
Do we?
Stardust
I don't know.
too.
I might have closed my eyes for
I can't
some
remember.
of that.
I just my most vivid memory of the Velocicoaster, or not, of the Stardust Racers is just remembering being like, you're quiet.
I wish I was when I got off. Like my whole body was shaking. I couldn't stop.
Yeah, I remember that
because I was so terrified. Like, I don't want to experience it again. And then the freaking guy had the audacity to ask us, you want to ride it again? And I was like, and Bryant looks at me like, yeah? And I'm like, no. You don't know what I just went through. I was by myself.
Because I was having a great old
I know
time.
You were.
I came off smiling like, whoa, that was crazy.
Like, that was sick. And I was like, I want to go home.
That's probably why the guy asked if we wanted to go back on.
Yeah, because you're smiling and I'm crying. There were tears coming out of my eyes.
That was so funny.
That was
we didn't
terrible.
go again. I would want to try the yellow side at some point. Okay, I agree. It's intense. It was intense for me. Like I wasn't at your level of like praying, hoping it would be over.
Yeah.
I was enjoying myself, but I did have that like, this is kind of an intense roller coaster. I think maybe if we ever go to Epic again, or when we go to Epic again, it would be like I would ride it once and that's it. But I don't think I would do that multiple times. Maybe one each side, maybe. But I don't know if I don't know, because that was like, it definitely was intense for me. I just feel like it's not. I think it's also because there's not many rides at Epic Universe. So like,
when you really think about it, the first time we went to Epic Universe, we spent like 4 hours waiting for the Ministry of Magic, right?
Yeah.
And that took a chunk of our day. And then I feel like we also spent a lot of time sitting down and eating. I don't know if it's just me, but like I remember us getting the that mac and cheese sandwich thing from the Isle of Burke.
Yeah.
And I remember us sitting down and eating that, and then I remember we sat down at the restaurant that's in the resort, and we ate food there. We were there for some time too, and I just remember whatever we did, like kind of snack. There was like moments of like, let's sit down or chill for a bit, which, to be honest, after this time going, I'm not too mad about it anymore, because we're the type of people where we want to like do stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, as much as we of course need to like get food and like take breaks, like we wanted to like go because we felt like there was so much to see, and also to experience things in the daytime versus the nighttime. It's very different.
Yeah.
And I think now going this time that it's kind of a half day park for me.
I would agree. I think maybe if we could, if we could like maybe take a break and go back, which we almost did.
We almost did, but I think what happened to me is because it was a very hot day, and we had done Magic Kingdom the day before, and before that we did the resort hopping. I think being our third day technically, and the heat and just exhaustion from like lack of sleep because like we were waking up super early.
Yeah.
I think that like that kind of like took a toll on my body, and my body was telling me like, girl, you're done. And I was like, I didn't even do anything. I rode like 3 rides.
Yeah, but we still managed to do like pretty much everything we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Even if we did leave the day halfway through. The only thing we didn't do was the
Mario Kart thing and the Donkey Kong thing.
The Mario Kart ride and Donkey, which is fine. Like the Mario Kart ride for me, it's more about the like. I really enjoyed the queue for that one. The ride was less so. I mean, it's an interactive ride, but I actually really enjoyed the queue for Mario Kart. And then we never did the DK ride, so the My Kart Madness. So I just wanted to try that one, but we didn't get to do that.
I want to try that one too. We did the Yoshi ride, which, to be completely honest, I know they said it's like the version of what is it? The people mover.
Not even.
It's like
Not even.
I'd rather just be walking with my feet in so much pain than like wait to like go on that ride.
No,
so
yeah.
I mean, it's probably really fun for kids.
I don't know. I don't even.
Well, if you have imagination, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure it like becomes, but like to me, it was kind of like, all right.
Yeah, I don't know. That was I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I think that I don't like, if I had to pick my favorite section for this theme park, I think I really like. I mean, of course, I love a Harry Potter section, right? But I think I really like the Isle of Burke the best.
Oh, interesting.
I think that's my favorite one.
It's interesting you say that.
And I think the reason why is because there's a lot to do there. When I picture walking around the like Harry Potter section, I guess it's like the Fantastic Beasts section, right? Really,
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts.
It's really from that franchise. But I think that the Fantastic Beasts section is really nice, and I do feel like it's like you're fully immersed into that world. But I also feel like there's like a lack of entertainment in that section. Like there's like that one place, right, that you could sit down, and we did have the butterbeer crepes, which are really good.
The butterbeer crepes, very sweet.
Very sweet.
Like they were it's a very sweet
I'm happy
treat.
we shared, because I feel like I went in there very like big back mentality, and then like I was like really happy that we decided to share that one. I'm not a fan of frozen butterbeer. I had it for the first time, and I think I'd just stick to the regular schmegular, like old-fashioned butterbeer. But my point is that the Harry Potter section Fantastic Beasts section, really like it. But I think that like there's so much more to do at the Isle of Burke. Like I think that I enjoyed the How to Train Your Dragon show better than I did that circus show that we saw, because like I really enjoy both, but like if I had to pick one over the other, right?
Okay.
Because I thought it was so cool to see like Toothless fly over you and
spoilers.
Oh, well, all right, come on. You can't say, you're not supposed to say spoilers after the spoiler.
Well, yeah, still, but you know, I feel like there's a big reveal in the show.
Whatever. But That doesn't happen. I think it's really cool to see certain things happen.
I would. I think they're both comparable to me. I think the two sections, I would say they're probably the two best sections because to me, the Mario world is too overstimulating.
Yeah.
But I think it's obviously aimed for, like a younger audience, like kids and stuff. But I think it's too overstimulating. And then Darkmoor, I feel like doesn't have enough. Like they have the tavern, but they do have the best ride. They have the best ride in every universe. And then they have like the other ride, but that's kind of it. And it seems very, very small.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's not much else to do there. But at least for Harry Potter and Isle of Berk, right? I would agree that they both have like a staple ride. Well, I mean, all the worlds have a staple ride, but they got the Ministry of Magic and they have the Hiccup Spin Gliders. And then I feel like the interactiveness, because they both also those are also the two worlds that have a show also.
Yeah.
Right. But I feel like in Harry Potter, it is big and open, but I feel like the openness is also kind of empty.
Yeah.
But I think it makes up for it by having all the interactive magic
I know
stuff.
just to do like the magic and stuff, which
then,
I enjoy.
Yeah, but for Isle of Berk, I think there's like a feeling there when you're walking around that, like, to me, it feels because I guess because in the Fantastic Beasts, it's based off of like a real place, based off of France, which is like okay, but Isle of Berk is like a fictitious place, so it feels more fantastical, I think.
Fantastic Beasts. They have Fantastic Beasts there as well.
So I think that's why. Because they also have all like the animatronics that are just kind of around, right? Like you have the ice dragon thing that's kind of there,
and I feel like
dragons.
That, and I also feel like maybe this is like a mental thing, but like I really enjoy that there's water there. Like the water being there makes me feel like, okay, it's cool, Okay. And I feel like the other places is kind of like dry. Like, don't get me started when we went to the Donkey Kong section and I was like, I gotta get the hell out of here. Like, I was overstimulated. I was trying to stand under one of the banana leaves to get some shade. Everyone was hogging the little patches of shade that you could find. It was just like everyone was pressed against the wall because like we were trying to like not be in the heat.
I don't know what Epic needs to do, but they gotta put out some shades.
But can we like pump air out? I don't know how to, you know what I mean? Like, when you're going like on a line for a ride at Disney and they're constantly like blowing like cold air out of like the holes in the walls. Like, can we do that? Can we make sections where it's like AC is just blowing out?
It's funny that you mentioned that it's the Isle of Berk is your favorite one, because that's actually the Disney parks, right? The Villains Land. They said that they're using the Isle of Berk as like their like inspiration when they're making the Villains Land. So hopefully like it kind of gives the same feel. When Villains Land is done, the Isle of Berk kind of gives. I like that there's like multiple rides there. I like the show. I thought that like I know we don't snack as much as we always aim to, but I liked that like mac and cheese thing was really good. I just feel like all together it's great experience in that section. Yeah, I like that it like in comparison to the Ministry section, right? Like the Ministry section is just kind of buildings because, like I said, it is based off of France, and all like the ride stuff is hidden. But in Isle of Berk, you see it, like you see the wing glider ride go across the water and stuff.
So it feels like you're in like an amusement park world. Yeah, which is it's nice.
I agree with you.
Well, I mean, be your own person.
I know you and I just have very similar opinions.
That is my thought on like the worlds, because like I think, like I said, the first time we went there, we even talked about it. Like our first time, I think we had a very different experience this time. And although the first time we're like, oh, you need like 2 days here to really, get through it. After this time, I'm like, well, half a day and I'm kind of good,
Yeah, really cut down.
Like this, and I don't know if it was a lack of people, but like it seemed empty
Yeah,
to me.
I'm surprised. Yeah, it was. We went on Memorial Day, and I had thought that there would be a lot of people. Actually, well, technically, no. My initial thought was let's go on Memorial Day for Epic Universe because I thought that it's a new park. People are gonna want to go, but on Memorial Day, people will be leaving because they have to get back to work the next day. So I thought maybe
I really thought
it would
through.
die down,
Yeah.
but it turns out. I actually don't think a lot of people like Epic Universe.
Yeah.
Like I think it I think I read somewhere that it's Orlando's like lowest rated theme park. And I think it's because people say that there's not a lot to do and there's no shade.
Yeah.
Which I do agree. There isn't that
It
much
is
to do.
lacking. It's definitely
no
lacking some stuff. And I have a few pointers. Hit me up, Universal. But yeah, I wish we spent more time in the Isle of Berk. I wish that we like sat there and like I think being next to the water would have helped.
Yeah, maybe.
But I think I also was at a point of like no return.
Yeah, it was
Even though
getting
the
bad.
goal was to return, I think it was just the heat was a lot. But we got to do a lot of what we said we were gonna do, and I feel like the Mario Kart ride I would have liked to do again. It did suck. I felt like when we were going on the rides, like there were things that weren't working, like
Oh.
the Dark Universe ride.
Yeah, Monsters Unchained.
Yeah, that one.
There were like 2 or 3 animatronics that just
And they were like the big ones,
weren't
like
working. Frankenstein wasn't. The initial Frankenstein one wasn't working.
Yeah.
I forgot which other ones, but I just remember
It was
coming
like
out
the
of
main
that.
girl. What's her name? Victoria?
Yeah, Victoria Frankenstein. Like I was just like, come on! Like it really ruined the experience.
Yeah, we were like audibly like, oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Oh my god! And we sat next to. I'm sorry, but we sat next to the smelliest people. Like I'm sorry, but
So it killed your experience.
it really
even more.
like.
I mean, listen,
Oh,
I was like, what is that? To the point where like, I was like, is it me? Because like, why is it with us? But it was the people in front of us, and they ended up getting on the ride like if it's 4 people, so they were sitting
yeah,
next
they
to
paired us
Bryant
with
because
them,
I refused.
and it was like it was bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, because
The
we
whole
were
time.
we were so hyped for this ride, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I can't wait to ride this ride again. It's gonna be great. Well, we kind of get to experience the queue this time because the last time we went, we were flying through the queue. So this time, like it was a
But they
little.
were also
slower.
trying to push us through it quickly.
Yeah, they kind of were.
Like, chill, you guys. Like, first of all, last time I checked, barely anyone was riding this. Now you got like 10 extra people, and you're trying to push us through. Come on.
So we get through the queue, and we're lining up, and there's this like really like not pleasant smell. I'm like, what is that? Whatever. And then all right, so we're going and we sit, and I'm like, oh, it's the people like in front of us. And we
Yeah.
sit down, and I just like the whole ride, I'm just smelling the smell. And I'm like, oh, like,
smelly
come
smell.
on. And
It's
then
smelly.
on top of that, like the animatronics weren't working. It was just so disappointing.
Yeah, I think I think it was a lot of like I that maybe that's why I like the Isle of Berk, because I feel like when we went there it was like great, right? Like oh my god, like we got to ride the ride in, like 15 minutes. We
Yeah.
barely waited.
I don't
'Cause
even,
last
wasn't even
time it
15.
was
We like got right in.
yeah, we just like I think we spent more time putting stuff in the locker.
Yeah, and we could have gotten back on the line to do it again because when we came out, there still
It
wasn't
was
a
so
line.
empty. Yeah. But we were like, oh, let's like continue our plan. We'll come back later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I like that section because like it was the start of the day, and we were like, feeling it. And we did do like the cup thing where you get to try the different drinks.
Yeah.
And
Except there was one that I don't think we did the Darkmoor one though.
yeah.
There was one that we definitely didn't like.
Yeah,
do you
I think
remember
that
which
was
one
the
that was?
Celestial
The
one.
Celestial Park one?
But I was forcing us to get it in 0 sugar, so that could be why. Because
yeah,
I don't
you-
remember us hating any of them. But this time around, I was like, that one was like, ugh.
Yeah, there was
But
one
it's
that was not
because I
good.
was like, I gotta watch my figure, I gotta get 0 sugar, special drinks. But
There was something that I definitely I wish Disney did that they had the freestyle Coke machines or something
Girl.
similar.
Yes.
like having that at Epic is such like a great perk. Definitely worth it. If you guys are going to Epic and you're thirsty and you feel like you're gonna have a lot of drinks,
Yeah, I feel like the cups are
the
big,
refill cups.
and you have a lot of options to choose from. You know, we love our peach tea.
Yeah, oh yeah,
So good.
It's great.
Yeah, it's so good. But every time we go to the movies over here, they like never
Yeah,
have
they
it. So
never
we
have
only time we can get it is when we go to Epic.
Yeah, but they never have the peach flavor when we
Yeah.
go to these freestyle Coke machines here.
It's crazy.
All right, so I wanted to talk about one of the other things that we did that was new that we didn't get to talk about in our previous episode is the Cirque de Arcanu or whatever they call it, the Harry Potter theater show that they have. I think the illusion is cool when you walk into the tent and you know from the outside it's like a small tent and you go in.
Well, first of all, you were like, "Oh, I saw something about it, and I don't want to spoil it for you because it's probably really cool to see it like without knowing, right?
Yeah.
Without any spoilers." And then I was like, "Oh, what? Just like it get bigger on the inside? There's no way you're gonna fit us all in this little tent. Like, what do you want? What do you want me to think? It's magic? I don't know.
Yeah, it's magic.
I love magic.
Yeah, it's that. It was that one, and it was the illusion they do in the beginning with the briefcase. When,
Yeah, that
when
was
he comes
cool.
like, oh, that was so cool.
That was cool. I enjoyed the show. It felt really short to me though.
Oh, I don't know if I had an opinion about the length of it. I think to me, the one criticism that I'll say is that I feel like Epic Universe, or not, I guess all theme parks, all the new stuff at theme parks are heavily reliant on screens.
Yes.
I feel like it's like kind of cool for me. I'm like, oh, that's like cool technology, but also I'm like, there's just too many screen stuff, and I kind of don't want to experience screens everywhere. Granted, because I feel like there was a period of time for rides, right? This is across like all theme parks where like screens were like the thing, but we didn't, or projector screens were like the thing. That it started with that, right? So you have like the way that the Forbidden Journey has theirs, had their screens, or like the Spider-Man ride or the Transformers ride.
Yeah, but now they're like
or Ratatouille.
HD, 4K.
Yeah, so it was like projector screens were like the thing at one point, right? And now the thing is like these super high definition screens where you can tell when it's a person on it that it's a screen, but I think if it's utilized for like background stuff, I think that's utilized very well.
Yeah.
Or like how they do it in the Unfairly the villain show.
Yeah.
I think like that's utilized. They utilize screens well there for when they do the background stuff. So with this show, like there's a little bit of puppeteering. I just feel like it could have been more. I don't know. I liked it, but I was still like.
Yeah.
But what I thought was funny was when we came out of the theater, and we overheard some kid saying this has nothing to do with Harry Potter.
Yeah, that kid. Harry Potter wasn't even in it. He was so mad, and I was just like, "Yo, chill."
I
Your
think,
parents
like,
spent a lot of money.
You have no idea. Like that's a kid that's never watched Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
Like that's basically it.
Yeah.
And that whole section is based off of Fantastic Beasts.
Yep, that's right.
I mean, it was a cool show, I guess. Like, I think that was a good like. I think the difference between that show and the what do you call it?
The Hiccup?
The How to Train Your Dragon show, the Untrainable Dragon. The Untrainable Dragon seemed more like
It was like a puppeteer
fun
thing.
to me. It was like they sang, right? There was like some kind of song they
Oh
sang.
man, it was a song.
I don't remember, but they
We
did
were
sing.
singing
Yeah,
it. We were
yeah.
singing it when we left.
Yeah, but they
I'm
sing
gonna
some
add it
song.
to my playlist later. I'm gonna find it.
And then the Harry Potter show is more of like a theater performance,
Yeah.
like a show. Right? Does that
Yeah.
make sense? And the other one's more like a musical thing. It was more like fun to it, I think, like whimsy.
I like when they do like the puppeteering. Like it's impressive to me. Mm-hmm. Like how they move the puppets. So that was also really cool to see.
But yeah, I think because we only really spent a half day here, we don't have too much to talk about. I know there was Epic Universe rumors or what do you call it? Rumors or I'm distracted because you're doing something.
Sorry. Rumors of what, like Legends of Zelda, like another
like they're making another world or they're expanding another world. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
But I feel like here's my problem. with the theory about the Legend of Zelda edition, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like it kind of makes sense because when we went to the Nintendo World section, right, the Super Mario section, we went to the store that's there.
Right, they had her there in like a stained glass. Yeah,
they have like Link, they've got Zelda, they got like, yeah, they have Legend of Zelda stuff represented there, but it's not in the park. So I understand like if they're doing the expansion or adding another portal, that would make sense. But then to me, that's too much Nintendo stuff because they already have Mario with the sub DK section.
And that's the moneymaker, baby.
Right? So like,
I want my Shrek world.
So I feel like they should probably build another portal, which we mentioned. Yeah, you wanted if you were to add another portal, you would put.
I want my swamp. I want my swamp, and I want far, far away.
I think that would be. I think that would be pretty cool.
They could do it. And I will go.
I'm surprised they don't do they could do like a Minions one too, because I feel like that's a big franchise for them. Like a Minions
but
section.
You know, I'm not like a Minion girl. I don't think I've ever been like a Minion girl. You know, I'm a Shrek girl through and through.
I mean, Shrek would be nice.
Minions, like, you know, they're cute, but like they're annoying. Shrek gets to the point. Like, I'm gonna save you from the castle. The dragon. Get over here.
But yeah, we also what's it called? The Constellation something. The merry-go-round thing they have. Constellation Carousel. Yeah.
Merry-go-round is so like childish.
It is kind of different because it's not a merry-go-round. I just forgot the word.
It was like a merry-go-spin, I guess. Like we were.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good way to put it.
Right, like you kind of like. I don't know if we ever. I don't know if we moved off of our spot. I don't know how to explain it.
It's kind of like there's little circles that spin around, right, with like your section, and then that those circles spin on a bigger circle. Mm-hmm. So everything's going in a circle within a circle. Mm-hmm. So it's not quite a merry-go-round because that just you're kind of stationary and you go in a single circle. But this is like you said, it's like a spinner plus merry-go-round kind of carousel.
But that was also another ride, just like the Wolverine, whatever it's called, the wolf ride, where you have to look at people.
Yeah.
Every time we like spun, I was like, hey.
Yeah, we were staring at the people. I don't like it.
Yeah, like, can I just like vibe out without eye contact? Thanks, that would be nice.
I don't like that we have to look at other people.
Also, Brian put us in like I don't even know. It was the dragon one.
Well, okay, I didn't know.
Where it was like we sit next to each other. I was trying to ride my own like dolphin.
Well, I wasn't aware that you wanted to ride.
I didn't understand that the worker was like, oh, like one or two or something like that, and Brian's like together.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I really was like deciding which animal I was gonna sit on.
You have the option to either sit by yourself on a specific vehicle, or they have the other ride vehicles that are like a seat where you sit together. Yeah. I thought we were going to sit together on this carousel.
Yeah, he thought that, and we did.
So I said together.
We didn't even discuss it. So I didn't stand a chance.
So we sat together.
The whole time I'm zoned out because I'm trying to figure out which one do I want to pick.
Okay, so next time we go, we'll do individual.
Okay,
and then we can look, and then we can look at each other.
I want to do it at nighttime
when we're riding.
Yeah. So I want to be on the opposite side so that way like I can see you from over there like, hey.
It does probably look cool at nighttime though.
Yeah, I'm sure it does because like the lights were twinkling, but it was so bright out that you couldn't
we left because of heat exhaustion. But next time.
Yeah.
We did plan to go back, but I think here's a lesson that we learned this trip is that
once you leave it's done.
Is that I think we're getting to the point in our age now where we need a rest day because we usually go on these trips and we just go park after park, open to close every day of a trip,
Yeah.
and then we go home. I feel like now that we've gotten older, we need the rest day. Because if we didn't take this half day Epic Universe Day, we probably wouldn't have made it through the other 2 park days that we had at Disney.
Yeah.
Right? It would have been brutal.
And we did open and close for all the Disney parks.
Yes, we did. So,
Yeah. So
well, we left a little
we
early
didn't
for
stay
Epcot.
for the Epcot show because, like,
We were getting tired.
yeah, it was like, I think it was the alcohol. We'll get to that when we
too.
get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to that next episode.
Yeah, but good vibes. You know, I feel like I look at Epic differently now. Like, it's, for me, it's not an every year park. I kind of want to wait to see what they do to it.
Yeah,
If they can improve it, if they can add to it. I think we've given them enough money to do so. You're welcome. So yeah, like, just try to add actual cooling sections. Or even better, I feel like there were like vacant parts, and I don't know if I'm crazy, but like that one section that was like a cool down section, it was like there was an inside, but there was nothing in there,
and it was empty. Like when we came across the cool zone that we came across, no one else was there. We went by ourselves, and we just sat right in front of the fan.
Oh girl, I took my shoes off. The fan was blowing right on me. This was a matter of life or death. I wasn't gonna make it to the ride pickup section.
I thought it was funny because because as soon as we, like, it was empty for however long, right? But as soon as we decided to go in,
Everyone
and sit in front of the fan, all
started
of a
to
sudden,
spawn.
all the other people started trying to come, and like I could see, because you were sitting with your back towards where we would enter.
Thank God.
So I was watching people come and like be like, oh, like, where do we sit? Because
I'm hogging the
the
fan.
fan.
But guess what? I got here first, okay? I got here first. It's different, okay? It's different if there were like people there, and here I go throwing my body in front of the fan. But also, like, I wasn't gonna make it without the fan. I refused to get up. So people would kind of come and like be there for like a minute and be like, all right, let's go.
There was also, like, after we left, there was another section that was one in the shade, because it was like in an intersection. So we took the fan that was like on the outside. There was another one in there,
It probably felt better in
people
that
didn't
section.
go there.
Yeah, because they wanted to come to my section.
And then they figured, oh, like, we're
Like,
hogging the
what are they
fan, so
doing?
they'll leave or whatever. But
I'm trying to survive. That's what I'm doing.
I feel like Epic, if we probably won't go for a while now, because there's not much in it for us other than what we go and I don't know, because I agree, maybe we enjoy the Isle of Berk a lot, but there's only the one ride that we would do, the show.
That's the thing, there's only so much you can do, and if you've already done it, how many times are you going to do it again? So
there really is, like, they gotta add more stuff there.
Yeah,
it's true.
I feel like there's a lot of improvements to be made. I feel like it's still like an experiment right now. Like, it doesn't feel like it's fully open. I don't know why, but that's the vibe that I get. Like, at least this time around, that's how I feel. I think it's a great park, and it has a lot of potential. I think that it can be greater.
I agree. Well, we're gonna conclude this episode of our podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. This was our Epic Universe Memorial Day experience,
and it was epic.
Don't forget, if you liked listening to us or watching us, depending on your form of media, give us a nice rating, comment, review, all that good stuff. Follow us on the socials. I post clips from here, and I'm gonna start posting clips from our trip.
Yes.
If you haven't seen them already. All right. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time.
Peace. Tea.